Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our health spreads for the next week in May. Got my stat stickers here that I printed on my foam memo printer, as well as some washi tape that I may use, and these sticker books and this wellness sticker roll that I'll pull from. Okay, so it is the second week of the May Plannable Challenge, and this week's theme is Nature Walk. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlannableMay2021. We'd love to see what you come up with. Okay, so this week I kind of had it in my mind to do just kind of like a walk in the park. That's what came to mind when it said nature walk. I was going to try to do some like forest, woodland type animals, but just did not have the stickers really to pull it off. I did a spread like that a few months ago, I think, back in early fall, and I used up a lot of the best stickers there, and I didn't want this spread to look the same. I really wanted it to feel different. So I went into my squad goals sticker book and was mainly looking for trees because that's when I originally thought I was going to do the woodland theme, and came across these florals, and I just was struck by the colors. I kind of forgot they were in here, and I thought that they would make a really good match for a lot of the fitness stickers I have in my stash, because there's like, I just bought a bunch of fitness accessory books. They were all on clearance and they all have that kind of color scheme to them, which you'll see. So long story short, I just thought it would be a good marrying of those two books and thought I would pull something together here for this nature walk theme using those florals. So that said, I am in that Squad Goals sticker book and am pulling in some florals kind of in the corners for now. Also am bringing in some of this kind of long chain versions of the florals in this smaller size. Trying to play around with that and see if I can make that work here on the spread. My health spreads are very functional. I really use them to the fullest. I fill out my workouts, my stats, my food log, I do habit tracking. I really use the spread. So even though I love a decorative spread, I have to always be keeping in mind the functionality of it. So I'm trying to work around the functional areas with those florals, as you can kind of see, and am playing around with ideas that might work using some decor in areas that I don't normally use it in. I've also laid down some habit trackers from that wellness sticker roll that I have left over from a wellness sticker box from the Happy Planner. And that one is pretty scarce these days, but it does exist, I think, on Amazon still, so I will have a link to that and anything else I can find from this spread down below in the description if you're looking for something. So I've laid down some grass stickers that I had in that book from the Squad Goals as well, and just kind of laid that out. Tried a few different ways to lay it in, but just kind of decided on this long patch across the bottom of the goal section there on the health spread. The main thing that drew me again to those florals was the colors. I thought that there was a lot of those similar colors in the fitness sticker book. So kind of pulling out the like purples to red tones, kind of a warmer spread, and pulling in stickers from that. Starting with some food log stickers from that accessory book. This accessory book in particular has two full-size accessory books melted into one. I took off all the stuff that's on the left-hand side. Usually includes like sticky notes and like a notepad and something else. So I just like kind of stripped those off, put those in a different part of my stash, and then since I had two of these, I just put the two main like sticker sections together into one book, just for ease, so I can easily jump into this book and find the color schemes that I need pretty quickly. So in total, I have 3 of these accessory books. And the reason that I did that, you know, like I said, I got them on clearance, but they're just very versatile as far as the variance of colors, and there's a lot of stickers that I can use for different types of spreads. So I really liked the first one I got, so I got 2 more, and these ones are the ones I'm pulling from now. So here I'm trying to line up the colors on each day, so just kind of doing a nice gradient of color and aligning each day with one color so that it has some kind of uniformity to it. And since this is supposed to be a nature walk, I decided to pull in one squad girl, looking to see if there's a better choice. She doesn't have a lot of active look to her, so she wasn't my favorite, or wouldn't be my first choice if I had other options, but I've used these squad girls a couple of times here on my health spreads mainly, and so a lot of my choices that I would have probably used here on a health spread have been used already. Really kind of lean towards her because of the color scheme. She really matches well with the scheme that I have pulled, so we're gonna go with her, and she just kind of looked like she's having a nice lackadaisical walk there in nature. I also decided I didn't really like those smaller florals there on the edges, so I'm going to put them on top of some of these grasses like they're growing, and I really liked how that looked. It just seemed like a perfect fit, like they were stems of the florals. So perfect sizing. I'm just going to pepper those in on my little grass area. So now I'm just trying to work in some more of the bigger florals here on the spread and kind of making a little moment here on the sidebar to fill a gap I have between my goals, long box there, and my habit trackers. Also just going to kind of rearrange that get out and go quote I have there on my rest day. Try to keep it health themed when I can, so I was just trying to make it for me to get outside and walk. It's one of my goals, is to walk more outside because I get lazy and sometimes I don't leave the house. So I just thought it would be a nice reminder to get outside, get some sunshine, you know, smell some fresh air. And I've already cut down my stat stickers and put those in, just kind of laid those in along the activity area, which is where I normally keep them. And now I'm just trying to see if I have enough space here to add a little bit more decor in the corner without taking up too much of that stat area I need. And while I was doing that, I just realized, you know, it's just such a tight little corner there. Let me try these florals up in the top corner, which gives me a little bit more room because of course the dates are up there. And I also have a little more room inside of that area behind the workout boxes. There's a little bit of white space that I can encroach upon as needed. So now I am putting in a little bit of washi tape just for some added color, and I'm going to go ahead and put that along the bottom of the spread. Just again adding in that color, kind of finishing off the bottom part. And saw these headers and I thought it would be kind of cute to incorporate one of those, maybe here on the side. And this one says all the things, so I thought that was a good appropriate header for all the goals that I'm going to be trying to work towards for the week. Just trying to see if there's anything else cute I want to add in here. I did think about putting in those step stickers, kind of like cutting out the stats that I had there, but I think it's getting pretty full already. And then I had the brilliant idea to add in some of these pink clouds from this washi I got from Daiso a few months ago. And since I'm trying to create an atmosphere of like a nature walk, I thought it'd be nice to include these clouds and then the pink. I don't have many opportunities to use pink clouds, so I thought that with this color scheme it might be a nice way to use up some of this washi and kind of make a scene happen here. So I'm just cutting it up and trying to make little clusters of clouds, moving it around. But I really think that'll be mood setting. It's giving it more of an atmospheric feel. So I think I'm ready to move things over, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with the washi tape. And I got a little ahead of myself there. I don't know why, sometimes I jump the gun, but I started putting it down before actually aligning it properly to the edge and had to pick it up and start over. That's always a struggle because then it curls up on you. And because I print my own inserts, they're not always like perfect as far as matching from the right to the left side, just due to printer alignment. So I have to trim out the right-hand side a little bit just so that the washi tape doesn't cover up the functional area. And I'm just going to make some adjustments on the other one and trim it up on the left, and then go ahead and start laying in my sidebar. I tend to steer more towards bright, fun colors in my health spreads just because I like to have that energetic feel happening. So this week will be a little bit interesting. I did pull in that red because I thought that the red would bring a little bit more bold energy to this somewhat pastel color scheme. So we're going to go ahead and work with that, and I've already put in the florals, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down that box sticker here and then try to reuse some of the trimmings of the florals where I can. I think I probably should have just left the trimmings on the sheet, to be honest. It's a little bit of a full spread in the end compared to what I'm used to. It's pretty jam-packed with stuff. I do like to have a little bit more breathing room on the spread, but I just kind of got obsessed basically with using all of the trimmings that I could. Sometimes that gets me into trouble when I'm just trying to use things up. I can go overboard. I still think it comes out cute, but I think that it felt a little bit lighter before I put in all the extra trimmings, which you're going to see in the end. Still cute though, but if you're doing the same spread or copying the spread pretty close to the way I have it, you might want to think about that, just maybe saving those trimmings for another spread and let it breathe a little bit more, which I think I would have liked a smidge better. So I am laying in just pieces as they come up and just trying to make things work. And I thought maybe I would pull up that one leaf that kind of encroaches upon the rest of the decor area there, but it was stuck down already pretty strongly, so it was already starting to pick up the paper when I tried to separate it. So I just left it. And now I am moving over the box stickers that I've pulled from my workouts. And I'm going to go back here and white out some of the finer lines just so that they look like long boxes. Save myself the headache of doing it all at once because a lot of those boxes cover up the lines to begin with. So I'm just going to white out the lines that are still showing after I lay in the decor. And here I am laying in the grasses and realized they weren't aligned perfectly. One was kind of crooked. I'm going to try to salvage just one little space where it was super obvious and trim it out and then put it back on in the correct spacing. And I realized that I had to pull like this orange tone that wasn't quite red because there wasn't a true red in the fitness stickers that I had. But I think it's pretty close. It's more of an orange red, so the colors I feel like still work with the color scheme I'm working with. And just moving things over now, keeping that going. And I already whited out behind the rest day girl. We'll lay in the clouds and go back then soon after. And I've laid in most of the washi tape clouds there. I'm going to go ahead and lay in this final one. And white out those lines like I mentioned. And I decided that I wanted that leaf on top of the cloud. So I'm just going to pick that up and I think that looks a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these out. And like I said, I'm going to try to use as many of the trimmings as I can. Also trim out the clouds on the top. Close up those boxes so that they look like they're just long boxes in one section. And I am laying in the rest of my food logs. Just moving things over. Not too much change there from what was on the wax paper. And then just trying to fit these guys in. But yeah, you can kind of see what I mean as far as it starts to get kind of full with these extra stickers. Starts to kind of wrap around the entire top half of the spread, which at the time I thought would be cute, but then when I looked at it all at once, I was like, ooh, it's a little overwhelming, but stickers were down, so that's how it works out sometimes. But yeah, I think once I get them all in there, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!